Hey everyone, it's Shade here for another quick mod showcase. This time we are showing off what I've called the Pathfinder Redux from Mass Effect Andromeda. Now credit goes to Hooligan83 for the original upload and creation of this mod, which was impressive because this was done back in December last year before the creation kit was even out. Really good work bringing it in. So thank you, Hooligan, and thank you, Hooligan, also for giving me permission and working with me to let me do a refresh, a Redux version of this awesome armor. Now, I'm a Mass Effect fan, so I think it looks awesome, but even without the Mass Effect fandom, I do think this is a genuinely awesome looking armor, and I have been able to give it a little bit of a tweak. So we've got a couple of different varieties here that we can choose from. So there's already the Vigilant and the Scout version from Hooligan's original mod. I've also introduced a light version, so there's even less armor on it. It also has less damage reduction, and I've given it therefore a slight buff that's baked in that just gives you very slightly faster movement speed. And naturally, there is also an appropriate Pathfinder helmet. This comes in two varieties, one with the attachments on the side and one without. Now, the stats for the armor I would consider to be balanced and fitting into the game, and will scale when it spawns depending on your level throughout the game, in a similar way to some of the other high-end armors such as the Bounty Hunter armor we can see here. This actually has very slightly more armor than the Vigilant version, which is the heavy version for our mod today. But also you can see here that the weight or the mass of these items also scales depending on how much damage reduction they have as well. Now, I've also gone ahead and created a series of different skins or colors that can be applied to all of these, both in the paint color as well as the glowing components, which you can change over at any spacesuit workbench. Now, I'll do a quick cycle through the various armors and their various colors at the end of this video, so stick around for that. Now, on top of giving it some tweaks to the stats, I've also added it to distributed loot lists, in particular for vendors. So you can pick this up in Outland, for example, in New Atlantis. If we come in here, the vendor should spawn in a couple of options that can scale up to your level depending on what level you are. So spacesuits, here we can see we've got a standard version. There is a superior version that's spawned in because we are all over level 60. So the other vendor that I've added this to is Sieghart's Outfitters in Neon.
People love it.
And of course, Sam wants to talk to us as we enter the shop here, and here we go.
I have plenty of supplies.
Show me what you got, Sieghart. Show me the good stuff. All right, we can see some superior versions have spawned into his inventory here as well, and as well as some lower leveled versions also. Now, the leveled list or loot lists are injected via a script from my mod or my gear mod template, which I will also link in this mod page in the description. So this is dynamically introduced into the world without any vanilla edits. So therefore this mod is compatible with absolutely everything. Now, upon installing this mod and waiting somewhere between 5 and 30 seconds for the loot list injections to run, you'll be presented with this option here. If you like, you can opt in for the armors to also spawn on Ecliptic Mercenaries. Now, I've done this because I figured they were the most practical NPCs or faction in the worlds that could actually spawn this in. And in my opinion, it looks absolutely awesome alongside ZoNE79 Spacesuit Pack if you've got that installed as well. So I'm just going to click yes here as an example. We get the notification. There we go. The loot lists have been updated. And now we can spawn in some Ecliptic Mercenaries and see how they look. Alrighty, here we go. And let's get rid of them all so we can take a look. And we can see here alongside ZoNE79's awesome Ecliptic Mercenary armor packs, there is a Pathfinder suit that fits in alongside this stuff really well. And you could be forgiven for thinking that they're all part of the same armor pack. So I think these fit in beautifully alongside each other, but obviously I'm a little bit biased having put this together and being a Mass Effect fan. But anyway, that is an optional thing you can do. And once again, the armors will scale to your level accordingly. And if we have a quick look at the armor we've stripped off here, we can see Pathfinder. Ooh, just refined. We didn't get any advanced or superior ones this time. So the chance and the distributed loot is still in there. And you can sort of see here how well they kind of fit alongside each other, in my humble opinion. Oh, the Vigilant especially. Yeah, that looks awesome, I reckon, on the Ecliptic Mercs. Now, in enabling that option to spawn on the Ecliptic Mercenaries, it also means that the armors can potentially spawn in various loot chests, and the armors can also potentially spawn having some legendary effects attached to them as well. But that is it for now. Let me know what you think. Let me know what colors you think look cool or don't look so good. Let me know what other armors you would like to see ported across to this game, or improvements that you'd like to see from an armor perspective. Sound off in the comments below. I'd love to hear some of your thoughts. And if you like some of the stuff you're seeing here, maybe consider subscribing to my channel to see some more updates on mods, as well as some gameplay stuff that I tend to do. And maybe give my video or the mod links a bit of a share around to your friends who you think might also find this interesting. But once again, thank you and shout out to Hooligan for the original author who brought these models and meshes across and allowed me to make some improvements, enhancements, and rebundle this with a creation kit for all platforms. And thank you for watching and coming this far. We'll scroll through now for the remainder of the video, the various armors in their various color options that we've included thus far. And hopefully one day I'll run into you on your adventures out in the Starfield.